What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to talk about the full UFC 316 card that just got announced by the UFC, and I'm here to talk about why I think Merab versus Sean O'Malley 2 is going to be different this time. I'm also going to be standing on business with my take about Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Let's get into this, man. First fight to talk about. Let's go into the main event. All right, dude. O'Malley's fucking locked in, bro. Look at that. He just adjusted himself on the screen. Pause. O'Malley's locked in this time, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was kind of debating. I was kind of fence-sitting. I was going to get on this video and say, dude, I don't know, man. Merab, how can you doubt him? How can you doubt the momentum, dude? You know what I mean? He looked good in his last fight. But really, when you think about it, I think we are getting mass gaslit by the emotes and by the new fans of Merab that are spawning in every week. He's not dominating these guys, dude. He's having dominant rounds, but he's having 48-47 decisions against Umar and against O'Malley. And I think that the injury of O'Malley in the first fight is something to consider. I'm not going to write off the fact that he lost the first fight because he was injured. I'm not going to get on here and be like, listen, the kid looked bone dry. All right, listen, how do you not pick O'Malley in the rematch? I totally understand picking Merab. I'm not going to get on here and act like, oh, dude, what are you saying? Dude, Merab fucking sucks. He's definitely going to be able to beat O'Malley again. There's no fucking denying that. But every time I have a fight and a pick where I'm like, oh, the logical decision here is to pick this decision machine that barely won their last fight, I never get that right. When I'm forced to pick Leon or, yeah, I guess I'll pick Merab in the rematch, you know what I mean? Fights like that, I feel like I always get those wrong. So I'm just going to go with my gut here and go with O'Malley now that he's stopped gooning, bro. Now that he's locked in, he's off the vape, and he's stopped jaying the pin. Dude, O'Malley looks different. And the funniest fucking part is, dude, people were saying, oh, why does O'Malley try and talk trash? O'Malley should just get on the press conference and be like silent and be mysterious and just be serious. When he does it, then they go, oh, dude, this fight's fucking boring, dude. Dude, this fight's fucking boring, dude. Who cares, bro? I'm feeling like Merab is not going to be as patient as he was in the first fight. I feel like Merab is genuinely enough of a blockhead to go out there and try and strike with O'Malley. And I think in the first fight, you can definitely say that O'Malley did a good job of defending the takedowns as a whole. Like, I think his takedown accuracy, Merab's was like maybe 48%, 45%. It was like he got more stuffed than he landed. But when he landed big takedowns, he got a lot of control time, right? Especially in round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. No, I'm just kidding. But like in the middle rounds, he had a lot of success taking down O'Malley and timing his takedowns really well. But I think in this fight, he will strike a little bit more. He does seem a little bit more confident, and that's a good thing, but it also is kind of turning into, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but Merab showing up to the press conference with the baby and shit really did remind me of Cejudo. I'm sensing we're entering like a triple C phase for Merab here, where he's hey guys, I'm very happy to win this fight again, guys. I'm gonna win this fight. And O'Malley gonna do very good, guys. But I know I'm gonna win this fight. I can outstrike him, bro. I'm gonna do this, bro. And this ain't fucking Umar Nurmagomedov. You know what I mean? This isn't fucking Jose Aldo that you're dealing with. O'Malley will fucking piece this dude up. And I think if he goes into this fight not injured, not gooning, okay, dude, not throwing only body shots. I don't know what Tim Welch was doing in the corner. Dude's in the corner. Hey, Merab, you gotta be patient, bud. You gotta be patient, bud. You gotta take some THC, bud. If Tim Welch shuts the fuck up and lets Sean O'Malley actually try to counterpunch and snipe Merab and land more headshots, I think he can win this fight based on damage. I think he already proved that he has the cardio to go 5 rounds. He won the 5th round against Merab. And I think with a new level of focus and, coming off a loss, there's nothing that makes you lock in more than losing to someone you know you can beat. I think that's where Sean O'Malley is at. And I definitely think he can beat Merab. He was the favorite in the matchup originally. A lot of people sided with me when I picked O'Malley in the first fight. All of a sudden, you win a 48-47 decision. You emote a couple of times. Dude, what are you saying, man? O'Malley fucking sucks, dude. I just don't buy that. I think O'Malley is going to look better in this fight. I think he's actually going to be rejuvenated and ready to win this fight. I still think it's going to be close, but I'm going to actually pick O'Malley by decision. This may change leading up to the fight, but right now, I'm leaning Sean O'Malley in the quote-unquote main event. But let me be real with you, dude. Listen, kid. Juliana Pena, Kayla Harrison, this is the real main event. People are making fun of me for saying this. People are commenting on the video, that's a good joke, bedtime. I'm not joking, dude. Women's MMA, that's a joke to you? You find me supporting and respecting women funny? Are you fucking serious right now, dude? What? God forbid a brother gets on here and says that Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison, not only is it more entertaining of a fight than O'Malley versus Merab, that's a fact. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Ready? Ready? I'll say a bunch of things. Tell me when I'm wrong. Pena versus Harrison is more intriguing of a matchup than O'Malley versus Merab. Fact. Hasn't happened before. Two goofy goobers. Women. You know what I mean? Especially with Juliana Pena out there. I think we're in for some fireworks. So that's number one. Number two, the beef is more exciting than O'Malley versus Merab. That's a fact. Again, look at the press conference. You got Merab and O'Malley up there. While these two are having fucking World War III, they're having a Drickus, Sean Strickland level fucking debate with each other. You got Merab. Guys, O'Malley gonna defend all my takedowns, guys. Why did he say that, bro? And O'Malley's just like, that would be 1-2 behind me, Ariel. I have 2 cars. Yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to the fight, dude. I'm gonna knock him out, dude. Fuck that! This is real beef. So for me, Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison, this is my main event. And this is actually a crazy matchup, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Not in terms of skill level. I'm not saying this is high level. But this is entertaining as fuck. This is like an unranked middleweight fight for a belt. Because the only options for this fight are either Kayla Harrison destroys Juliana Pena inside 2 rounds. Like she takes her down, smashes her, gets a submission. Or honestly, what I think is going to happen, I think Juliana Pena is going to cockroach her way into winning this fight. I see this fight like Merab versus Umar. Kayla Harrison is better than Juliana Pena at everything. That's a fact. But does she have the cardio for 5 rounds? Is she so much better that she can finish Juliana Pena, who Amanda Nunes could not finish? Tell me the answer to that, because I actually think that Kayla Harrison is pretty overrated. I think she's pretty unproven in the UFC especially. Pretty close fight with Ketlin Vieira is a bit weird to me. And I think the weight cut is going to be a huge factor. Juliana Pena was cooking up. She doesn't have to make 136. She has to make 135. So I think that Juliana Pena, certified blockhead, she's going to go out there. She's going to maraud. She's going to get in Kayla Harrison's face. She's going to be just running at her, punching. She'll probably get pieced up. She probably will get taken down. But I think once this fight leaves middle round 2, gets to round 3, I think Juliana Pena is going to low-key start to piece up Kayla Harrison. I think she's going to make her tired. I think she's going to start those street beefs exchanges that she was having with Nunes. I could see her either submitting Kayla Harrison late, or I'm going to pick Juliana Pena by decision. I think Juliana Pena is going to win round 3, 4, and 5 of this fight, dude. And I think that, honestly, the worst part of this, or I guess the funniest part of this, is Amanda Nunes still comes off the couch and beats both of these two. I'm not going to lie. But I'm looking forward to this fight. I will be picking Juliana Pena. So when it comes to the big fights of this, basically my logic is Sean O'Malley was injured in the first fight. Merab had the best performance of his career, basically, in that fight against Sean O'Malley. And you can still argue that Sean won 2 out of the 2 rounds, right? So he's 1 round away from winning that fight. And that's not just like, oh, I thought O'Malley won those rounds. The judges gave O'Malley those rounds, right? Guru's fucking over here trying to give him round 1 as well. So this was a competitive fight. Don't let the emotes fool you. Don't let the sudden influx of Merab fans who wanted this man fucking dead when he beat Jose Aldo. Don't let these guys suddenly gaslight you that O'Malley has no chance in this fight. O'Malley is still a big, dangerous bantamweight with very good 5-round cardio. Now that we've seen him piece up Cheeto Vera for 5 rounds, you could say what you want about it. No one else has done that to Cheeto. No one else will do that to Cheeto. Merab wouldn't even fucking do that to Cheeto. He would get rocked at some point, or he'd fucking spam takedowns. Sean O'Malley does have 5-round cardio. He won the 5th round against Merab. I definitely think if he changes his approach tactically, stops taking the THC, stops jaying the pin, stops playing fucking COD zombies at midnight, I think Sean O'Malley can win this fight. And I think that Juliana Pena is the Merab to Kayla Harrison's Umar. I genuinely think she's going to win this fight via decision. I do think she will get clowned. I think she's going to be a massive underdog going into this. I don't know what it is. I could be totally fucking wrong. You guys know me. I have master classes and then I have UFC 312. But I'm feeling these picks, dude. I'm feeling these for the main event. So now let's talk about the rest of the card. First one to talk about, Big Smokin' Joe Pyfer. Listen, man. Joe Pyfer, he's coming with a new level of salt. Dude, Joe Pyfer. I feel like this is just free content for me talking about Joe Pyfer. I can't shake the image of this guy going back to his apartment. It's just an empty apartment with like a TV, just beer bottles on the ground. Just Joe Pyfer stomping around the house. Fucking Kelvin Gastelum, dude. Motherfucker, dude. What the fuck, dude? I think Kelvin Gastelum is not winning this fight, bro. I picked him at the UFC Mexico fight, but I think whenever there's a rebooking, my pick always changes and it usually ends up being right. I think without this fight being at elevation, I think with longer to prepare and seeing what Pat Sabatini and Sean Brady are doing right now, I don't think Joe Pyfer is on the level of those guys in terms of his grappling, but he is well-rounded. He's not just a one-trick pony. He's not just a knockout artist, right? Because I don't think he's going to be able to KO Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum is the Michael Jordan of Jesse Medinos. He's the toughest Mexican blob in the UFC. You're not going to chin him, right? So I do think that Joe Pyfer can drop him at some point. I think Joe Pyfer can piece him up a little bit, damage him. I don't think he's going to KO Kelvin Gastelum, but I think fighting not at elevation, not in Mexico, racially motivated, Joe Pyfer's going to be locked in. His salt levels have climbed to new levels. I do think he's going to be able to get this one done. I'm going to say Joe Pyfer wins this fight by either probably decision, because Kelvin Gastelum is pretty fucking tough. And like I said, I don't think Big Smokin' Joe is on the level of grappler that, Sean Brady is, or even Pat Sabatino. Like these guys are killers down in Philly, man. I've been down to Philly a couple of times. I spent the whole training session on my back in half guard. Just Sabatino, Sean Brady, they were all taken half guard. They were trying to ghillie me. Obviously, I got out of it. But yeah, man, Joe Pyfer's grappling's no joke. I do think he's going to be able to win this fight either via decision, like he drops Kelvin Gastelum, then he, takes him down a little bit, controls him. He's going to have a huge size advantage. I think his cardio is going to hold up now that they're not at elevation. And the last thing I'll say about the cardio in this matchup, because I think that's a big factor in this, since Kelvin Gastelum is so tough to finish. Bro. That Kelvin Gastelum, the second that fight got canceled, this dude was calling up Uber Eats, bro. Kelvin Gastelum, the second that fight got canceled. How you doing, man? Yeah, I'd like to get 3 large Crunchwrap Supremes. I'd like to get 4 quesadillas delivered. I'd also like a Baja Blast, extra large. Like, bro, come on, dude. You know what that man was doing in that hotel room in Mexico. I think Joe Pyfer has been stewing. I think he's been steaming. I think he's been fucking KOing elderly people walking down the street that look at him funny. Joe Pyfer is ready to get some revenge against the country of Mexico. And I do think he's going to win this fight. All right, man. This is a pretty good card all in all. I'm going to talk about the rest of these fights that have been announced that I care about. Like, listen, Marlon Vera, Mario Batista, Bruno Silva, Joshua Van, my GOAT, Joe Pyfer, Kelvin Gastelum. This is a pretty good pay-per-view. I think on paper, this is better than it will be in person. Like, I definitely, I'm going to be honest with you. Most of these are going to the distance, but there's still entertaining fights, man. I like this Batista, Cheeto Vera matchup. And I'm going to be the first one to say this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys, because you know me. You know what I think of Mario Batista. You know what I want to happen to him. But I can't pick Cheeto Vera to win a fight, dude. I tried so fucking hard. I worked so hard for this, guys. I tried to gaslight myself into picking Cheeto. I said, you know what? Nah, dude, fuck it. I'm going to pick Cheeto. I rewatched him versus Figueiredo. He's not winning this fight. He's not winning this fucking fight, dude. Cheeto Vera is so passive. He's so trudgy. He just walks forward menacingly, just standing around. He looks like he has good technique. He just never does anything. He literally just stands around, fainting, fucking around, doing nothing, throwing oblique kicks and shit, fainting like, oh, I could have KO'd you. I could have fluked you there. And when he gets taken down, which he probably will in this fight, he does nothing. This guy off his back is just spamming elbows and trying to fluke you with a triangle or a fucking up kick. I think this fight is gonna be, oh my god, man, Cheeto by KO, dude, Batista's a bomb, fuck Mario Batista. All very valid things to be saying. But honestly, at the end of the day, Mario Batista is way faster than Cheeto Vera. If you watch them fight, it's like a night and day speed difference. And Mario Batista is going to put out volume. He's going to look better than he did against Jose Aldo. He's going to look like he wants to strike. He'll be throwing head kicks. He'll be throwing leg kicks. He's going to be too quick. He's going to be jabbing. He's going to be pushing back Cheeto Vera to the fence. And I do think he's going to be able to take down Cheeto Vera. Even if he doesn't, he's going to hold him against the fence. What do you actually think Cheeto Vera is going to do if he gets held against the fence? What the fuck do you think Cheeto's going to do if he gets held against the fence, bro? Or if he gets taken down? Because Cheeto Vera, when he fought Jose Aldo, when he got taken down, people forget, man, this guy literally started doing jerk-off emotes on the ground because he was mad that he couldn't get Jose Aldo off him. So I think this fight will be Mario Batista getting booed out of the fucking arena, pushing back Cheeto Vera, landing occasional quick combinations, taking him down, controlling him, maybe clinching him up against the fence. And I can guarantee you that Cheeto Vera will complain that he got robbed. I can guarantee you people will be saying Cheeto Vera won this fight, and I promise you he's not winning that shit. I'm very confident that Cheeto Vera is not winning this fight, dude. All right? Last two to talk about. We got to talk about my GOAT, Joshua Van, man. Joshua Van, he's moving up. He's taking a pretty tough, a step up in the rankings. He's fighting Bruno Silva. And a lot of people want to know, Bedtime, what's your prediction? Bedtime, what's your thoughts? Bruno Silva, Vanderlei Silva, Anderson Silva. Don't matter. Van in 5. Joshua Van in 5, baby. Joshua Van is going to be too quick. He's too fucking quick for you, mate. Joshua Van's going to be too sharp. I think he's going to mix up the body shots really well. I do think he's going to be slipping, ripping, countering Bruno Silva, pushing him back. Bruno Silva is dangerous, though. I definitely think he'll have some big moment in this fight, whether it's a takedown and a submission attempt, or he maybe drops Joshua Van or rocks him. I do think that Bruno Silva will have some sort of moment like that in this fight, but I trust Joshua Van's recovery. His cardio is next level. His defense is actually pretty good. A lot of people accuse him of having CTE. Look at the guy, dude. He's literally Max Holloway Jr., bro. He was born with that shit, right? But regardless, he has good recovery. He has good ability to build into a fight. Like, once this hits round 2 and 3, he's going to be finding good counters. He's going to be, slipping and ripping, landing body shots. We saw the body shots affecting Bruno Silva against Manel Kape. Manel Kape was able to be quicker than him. I think Joshua Van is pretty similar. Probably less power, but way more output, way more, volume. A lot more mixing it up of body and head. And I think that Joshua Van's going to win this fight by TKO. I'm going to say Joshua Van by round 3 TKO, mate. I am all aboard the Joshua Van Glaze train. This is my flyweight GOAT. He's not fucking losing to Bruno Silva. We ain't fucking doing that, all right, man? Wong Tong's on the card. Last one to talk. Oh, I didn't mean to put the professional on the screen. Sorry for the jump scare, guys. My bad. Listen, dude. Johnny Walker versus Azamat Murzakanov. I'm going to let you know what the headlines are going to be in Newark, New Jersey. There's going to be a headline that comes out. Johnny Walker, Brazilian UFC star, knocked out by local taxi driver for not paying a tip. Azamat Murzakanov, yes, he does look like a taxi driver. Yes, he does look like a Hall of Fame Uber delivery driver, bro. All right? He's sleeping Johnny Walker, bro. I'm not overthinking this. I know people are going to overthink this too. That's the thing about this that makes me laugh. Is I know people are going to be like, dude, Murzakanov, man, who's this guy beat, dude? Johnny Walker's going to KO him, dude. I guarantee you, Johnny Walker's getting fucking slept, bro. So, all in all, I'm looking forward to UFC 316. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a pretty decent card on paper. Hopefully some fun prelims get added. I think all in all, the card is pretty solid. Like, I don't know why this has more solid pay-per-view worthy matchups confirmed than UFC 315, which is, has some good fights, but I think it's missing 1 or 2 big names. I wish they could add, like, Shavkat versus Sean Brady or fucking, I don't know, Joaquin Buckley on there. Something cool added onto 315, but 316, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good fight. I do think the main event is going to be different, especially compared to what a lot of people are acting like Sean O'Malley got dominated or something. This guy did not get rocked by fucking Merab like Umna, dude. O'Malley did not get rocked by Merab Dvalishvili. That's all I have to say to defend this man, dude. He actually has a very good chance, and I'm looking forward to Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. I know that's become a meme, but I'm not joking. I actually fuck with that fight, and I'm looking forward to it, okay? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below, man. If you guys agree with me, if you disagree with me, I want to hear that in the comment section. Make sure you guys drop a like if you're enjoying the video. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned, because we have some big things coming with UFC 315. That's all I'll say. I'm zipping my lips. I'm tight-lipped about it, but listen, bro. We got some big things in the works for UFC 315, so stay tuned for that. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. And I will see you guys in the next video, man. Goodbye.